Hey teeth lovers. Today I'm excited because I'm going to be talking about this annoying shoulder blade pain, right? I hear this all the time from hygienists. And if you don't have this pain, or if you haven't, you're one of the far and few between of hygienists that I come into contact with who have not ever experienced this. Most of them have this pretty chronically, and it's that pain in between your shoulder blades known as interscapular pain. So today I'm going to be diving into why is it, what is it stemming from, and how do we fix it? So stay tuned, and here we go.
Hey there! Welcome to the Lift for Longevity podcast, where our goal is to build our strongest, healthiest body. We all deserve to feel our best, but since we only get one body, we have to make sure to protect it by moving safely and with purpose to prevent pain, injury, and surgery. I'm your host, Brianne, and I'm a fit pro turned business owner and also a girl mom. I'm obsessed with educating and empowering dental pros on how to take care of their body by training efficiently and building the right muscles to prolong their career. I know you're tired of spending time working out but still dealing with annoying aches and pains, getting rid of your pain temporarily only to have it come right back just a few hours later, or feeling like you never have any energy. You wish there was a long-term solution to get rid of your pain for good. Well, I'm here to give you real-life, actionable steps that you can take today to get rid of your pain, say goodbye to quick fixes, and have energy to live a life that you love. So if you're ready to get stronger, enjoy your life outside the operatory, and have longevity in your career, grab yourself a high-protein snack and let's get to it.
All right, so pretty regularly, I would say every single day, I'm talking to hygienists, and I would say about 80% of them are more focused on the pain they're experiencing upper body, right? Sometimes it's lower back pain, but more so than not, it's like neck, shoulder, upper trap. But I hear all the time this pain between my shoulder blades. It's super annoying. I can't get rid of it. Or sometimes I've had it even referred to as like tingling or even numbness. My client Simone actually said it was like a burning sensation. So I've heard all of those. And spoiler alert, it is muscular, yes, this pain, but it's not stemming actually from our muscles. So it's stemming from our bones and our joints, right? So, I talk all the time about upper cross syndrome, right? Forward head and rounded shoulders. Our pecs are really tight. Our rounded shoulders, our humeral joints, not where it's supposed to be, right? Nothing is really aligned, in a perfect world, how it was supposed to be created when we were born, right? A million years ago. So with that being said, I'm going to dive into what's known as scapulohumeral rhythm, right? So our shoulder joint moves with our scapular, right? It's going to do, upward movements, downward, internal, external rotation, right? It's responsible for so many motions all day, every day. However, when we have that upper cross syndrome, right, we have a lot of tight muscles and we don't have range of motion, right? We don't have mobility. Everything is super, super restricted and compressed. So this is why I'm talking about this scapular humeral rhythm, because if our shoulder joint's not moving appropriately, how is our scapular going to move appropriately, right? It's not. So, and actually, if you want to really dive into the science behind it, it has to do a lot with our rib cage too, but just for the sake of like keeping things kind of simple, I want to talk to you today about like why this pain's happening. And the first example I'll use is my client, Julie. Julie, I did a testimony on her. She's a huge success story of mine. She had that pain, not even like at the end of her day, like legit Monday morning, one patient in, boom, she already had that pain. It was so bad towards the end of the day. She was like on the verge of tears. And she worked out all the time. She lifted weights, she did hot yoga. And so she did my program. And after like 4 weeks, that pain was completely gone. She was like blown away. She was like, your program is a game changer. Best investment ever. I'm not waiting to get home and get horizontal. Like I can actually work on my patients and not have pain. So if you want to check out her story, it's on my website. But anyways, she's not my only client that is experiencing this, reward. So basically, we have to make sure A, that we're able to move our bones and joints freely, and then B, that we're strengthening, the surrounding muscles appropriately. So in short, what we have to do, well, there's a lot of things we have to do, but first, like my warm up is pretty lengthy. I'm always sharing that with people when I'm on a call with them because we have to reduce the tension in all those muscles, right? We have to get them to like expand, right? Get the blood flowing, the circulation, and gain mobility. So basically, in order to start with this, we want to fix our rounded shoulders, of course, too. So my program addresses that. But we want to basically make sure that our scapula can move freely, right? And our shoulders. If neither of them's working appropriately, they're both going to be off, right? And this is why I'm always talking to you all about how everything is so connected, right? One thing is off, it affects everything, right? So essentially, that shoulder blade pain isn't stemming from your shoulder blade, right? It's stemming from your shoulder. But anyways, so I would say, like in layman's terms, we want to just open everything up, right? So we want to reduce the tension on our pecs and our upper traps. And then we want to get expansion posteriorly between our shoulder blade because it sits on our rib cage, right? And if it's not able to move freely, which it's not, it's like compressed, that's why you have pain. So basically, we need to make sure that we're getting expansion in the back. A lot of this is just breath work. And I know it's hard for hygienists to like actually slow down and just take those really deep, long exhales and inhales. However, it's also very challenging because a lot of times our rib cage is compressed or our ribs are flaring or things are just off, right? So this is something that I can help with. But once we get that expansion in between our shoulder blades, you'll feel it pretty quickly. Then what we want to do, of course, is focus on strengthening, right? So there's a lot of muscles that need strengthening. And these are a lot of the muscles I talk about often again that are weakened in that lower cross syndrome, right? So while the upper traps are overactive, we need to strengthen right below them, right? The mid and the lower traps. We need to strengthen the serratus anterior. Now, this is probably my favorite muscle to talk about because everybody's serratus is weak. Nobody ever hits their serratus. They don't know how. It's super weak, but it's so important because think about it. It wraps around, posteriorly to anteriorly. Like, a lot of muscles don't do that. And so it's just super important because it's going to help stabilize our shoulder blade, whether it's upward, downward rotation. Again, like I mentioned, external, internal rotation. Another key muscle is going to be the rhomboids. So there's a lot of things at play. So once we do these two things combined, right, gain that expansion in the posterior between the scapula and the rib cage, just open everything up, right? A lot of my clients, I had a client, was that today? Yeah, today my client told me that her posture was better. She felt like she looked in the mirror in her big walk-in closet and she could tell that she was standing up straight. And then yesterday I talked to another client. She said her posture was getting better, right? And this is a really common theme with all of my clients because we're doing exactly this, right? We're getting to the root of our issues, right? My client Simone, I mentioned earlier, I did a testimonial with her and this was like after my program, 3 months at least, if not more. And she was like, I forgot I had that pain because I had brought it up to her because I had written it down, right? So it's so cool when I'm chatting with somebody, 8 weeks, 12 weeks, whatever it is. And they're like, oh my God, like I totally forgot that I had that pain, and how freeing and life-changing, right? So anyways, I do want to let you know, this is definitely fixable, right? We just have to make sure we're doing the right things. So if you have any questions, shoot me a message on Instagram. I am happy to elaborate. I'm going to be sending out an email on this as well. So if you're on my email list, join that. If not, I can put a link below. You can sign up on my website. And then I will see y'all next week.
Thank you so much for listening in today. I hope you got a takeaway from this episode. And if you did, would you be so kind to share it with another dental pro you think would benefit from it? I know you love learning and chances are that they do too. Also, I would love to connect with you on Instagram. So go ahead and head over to the Lift for Longevity podcast page or follow me at Built by Brianne. If you shoot me a message saying hello, I will personally respond because I love chatting with dental pros. Before you go, though, I want to let you know that I appreciate you and what you do, and I hope to chat soon. Until next time, stay strong.